Cubs welcome back the friendly face who helped them win that World Series title last season. Dexter Fowler returning wearing Cardinals colors this time for the first time since winning the historic series. Cubs have struggled this year, as we all know, as they sit one game below 500. One of the reasons might be because of their leadoff position. Fowler was the primary leadoff hitter for the Cubs. He's pretty good at it, too. Hit 277. The on-base percentage of .393. We know that that's important when to get that leadoff guy on. Now, Kyle Schwarber, until recently, was the leadoff hitter for the Cubs, as we all know, really struggled. Did the Cubs miss Dexter Fowler batting leadoff?
Yeah, they do, but I think these numbers are a little bit unfair because Dex, by the way, has not put up those numbers so far in St. Louis. He's been nicked up. So the lineup last year on their way to the World Series was hitting on all cylinders. And obviously when Dex is hitting leadoff, he can't pitch around the leadoff guy. We all know that. So he's going to get every pitch to hit. And I know the same could be said for Schwarber. They've now moved him down the lineup 7th today. But the rest of that lineup isn't exactly hitting either, right? So it's not the same production behind Fowler that he had in Chicago a year ago. So it's easy to go and just put those numbers up as you saw and say, well, Schwarber isn't doing what Dex did just a year ago. Again, Fowler not doing that same production in St. Louis. Schwarber is lost right now. Clearly, he is lost. So they're missing anybody. It didn't necessarily have to be Fowler, but anybody that could do half of what Fowler did last year. Because at this point, they're talking about maybe moving Schwarber all the way down to the minors. So that's how big of a liability he's been at the top of that lineup. So, yes, it pales in comparison to what Dexter did a year ago, but anybody not named Dexter Fowler would be a huge upgrade over what Schwarber's been, and that has probably been the biggest surprise so far to this young Cubs season.
The thing about a leadoff hitter is setting the tone.
Doubt.
Whether it's leading off a game, leading off an inning, you want to set a tone. You want to get a good deep count. You want to try to get to first base.
That's what he did by leading off Game 7 against Cleveland last year with a home run.
Right.
You know?
But when he gets up there, it's almost like this, I don't know, do you feel like the rest of the lineup is like, here he goes out there again.
Hitting $1 nothing. And now we got to pick that out.
Got one out. We got one out already.
We're starting off the first with one out. It's a tough way to go.
It's not, yeah.
So yeah, Dexter it would be anybody, not just Dexter Fowler. That's how poor, Kyle Schwarber's been so far this year.
Yeah. It's a heavy weight and a heavy burden for a young player, for sure.